Hello. Something different today. Why something different? Well, besides the usual Minecraft on our Wednesday, we're gonna have some maybe an unboxing of Constellation Edition of Starfield. Whenever it gets here, should be soon. So thus, webcam. But in the meantime, jump back into the Minecraft. Back to Create Astral. Whenever it loads. There we go. Frames. Okay, there we go. Is it this key? Yeah, there we go. The microphone is kind of in the way of the hot... Well, I'm in the way of the hotbar, aren't I? Let me see about that. Hold on. First, let's move us away from the birds. Okay. Is there a better place for the camera? Or I could move up a little bit so I'm not in the way of things. Alright, unlock that. Go over here. That would be not too bad. Got some margin on the there. Alright, so let's put it there for now. Alright. What are we doing? Sleeping? Thunderstorm. Maybe go away now? Yep, great. Alright, so... what are we doing? Where's the skeleton? Somewhere. Oh, probably underneath. Anyway. So hard to recall where things were left at. So we had worked on the brass factory. That was the main thing. And then the passenger train, right? And the train station. That's right. It's coming back to me now. I went back over to the make and take and got some egg sandwiches. For food. So far the lighting is maybe sufficient to keep the mobs from spawning in here. So that's good. And then this is still working. Yep, 1 minute for the train to go that way and come back. So, since the last stream, I did get on a little bit. I think I shared before the design for the new kelp farm, and what I went ahead and did, you know, we've... That's not affecting the sound at all. Maybe... Seems a little loud. That's maybe a little bit better. I don't know why it's louder today. Okay, anyway. Okay, so in past streams, we did some resource gathering of clear glass. Actually, I might have done that on stream, but we talked about the clear glass. and working on the rich soil from the compost. And so now, I don't know why I stopped here. So many things in the world that are distracting right now. So I set up the schematic cannon with some of the essentials. A lot of rich soil, a lot of glass. I think it stopped, probably because no one's been in the area. So I gave this some of the stuff that it needs, but I also said to just skip missing blocks. So there's still some stuff we need to gather for this, but I figured it would be better to have it just go and place what it can, and then we can come back and add more stuff. So if we climb over this, we can start to see the new kelp farm from the old one. And so we're 3 layers in. We'll have to go back and manually place the water, so the kelp's going to grow on the rich soil in between. And we'll have to make a second pass on the schematic cannon anyway to have it build up the rest of the stuff that was missing, which is this book right here. So some of the stream is going to be going through and fetching items. A big fetch quest. So we need some funnels, some tunnels, some campfires. A bunch of encased chain drives, item vaults and levers and linear chassis, just a bunch of stuff. So basically the 2100 rich soil that's left and the clear glass and all that is taken care of. So the big numbered items, but there's lots of little things that we need to collect for this build to be finished, with the goal of supplying our bone meal needs. So that is a thing that I would like to do today. Let's make some progress on that. We can also look at what we need to do. Maybe get power going for the. Let's not stand next to the schematic cannon. Let's go away. Take care of the power needs for our brass factory. I did also grab some crude storage units. I guess first, I grabbed some more catwalks and went through and fixed up some of these things so you can actually get around it. So this is just a few resources here, just like a bunch of andesite, but a stack of the other things, a bunch of rubber logs though, to prep it, and we just need to supply power for this, and probably fix some things internally that are busted after being printed by the schematic cannon. There's actually 2 inputs on this. So this one is expecting 32 RPM for machine power, and then that one up there is the belt, which is expecting, it's designed for 16 RPM. So we'll get that set up. We could probably just like put a windmill over here somewhere, get a nice empty space for it. I think 8,000 SU should be enough for this machine. I think I mentioned that I might check, but I failed to do that in the intervening day. So, I guess we could just... What are we going to do? We could jump over into Creative really quick and check to see if 8,000 SU is enough. Or we could build the schematic cannon, and if or build the windmill, and if we're wrong, that would be kind of a waste of time. Well, so that's the thing. So power, I mean the kelp factory also needs power, although not a ton. I guess we could check for both of those things, like how much power they need. If I was thinking further ahead, I would have in the design had a sign that had power requirements on it. But I did not think of doing that for those. So awkward to go up this. Okay. What else is there to do? So, maybe before all that, you know, the one schematic cannon's already going. We can pop into creative mode at some point to check on power needs for both of those systems, both of those builds. And that's kind of what we're doing here. I had an idea. This is not... I don't know when we would actually do this, but to have a train station down near spawn, something that kind of like this, but maybe even bigger and better. I don't know. Might be nice, or maybe by the community foundry. More train stuff is good, but that's not going to be. We gotta make some progress in this pack. This is the wrong book. Like we need to do more of this stuff. We need to do all of these things. So maybe, you know, a thing that would be really good is making more integrated circuits, which we need lapis for. So let's see. Oh, Dab was on and left. Let's see. What could we do? We had already built down by our lava source some, what was it, Crimsite and the one that produces gold, whatever that's called. Production down there. I wonder, let's see, what do we have in our boxes right now? Do we have sufficient machinery to make lapis, right? So with lapis, we can make lapis through compacting. We might just do like a single basin and mechanical press. We have lava, and then we just need to supply lazurite dust and gunpowder and iron nuggets, and we might just hand deliver those to make, you know, a crude storage unit full. For now, something that's just like manually deliver it and it goes and all that. Before we do that, let me see what we have in terms of, do we have a mechanical press? Do we have a basin? I think not. No. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get those things. We're gonna make them from our ME system. And we'll go from there. So basin. And a press. Where is it in this list? There it is. Alright. Now, do we need anything else? Got some crude storage units. And I know we have belts and shafts and those sorts of things already. So let's take this and see what we can make. Oh, we can also get some of the materials we need. So we have a box of lazurite dust. Just the one? Just the one for now. We can make more. So let's grab that. So the lazurite dust comes from crushing the acerine. So actually there is a bunch of lazurite dust over at the factory over there. The acerine and verdium build, one of our very first builds. So we'll be able to use that now to make lapis. What else did we need? So we needed gunpowder and iron nuggets. So I had been making gunpowder. I dropped a bunch off over yonder. Let's do we have more kelp in here? Not dried kelp. Okay. So we could in the short term, I don't think the schematic cannon needed all those stacks of gunpowder. I might grab those on the way. And then we need the iron nuggets. This is empty. And at some point soon, we're going to have to restart some kind of iron farm, since we haven't had one of those in a long while. But this will be a start. There we go. Alright, let's make some lapis. Get us started. I mean, how much is it? Is it one per? Let's take a look at this really quick. No, it's 2 gunpowder per lapis. Okay, so we'll get over a stack of lapis just from doing this, and we can deliver more. And at some point we'll build a full farm. It's just, it doesn't seem really worth the time right now until we get things sorted in our other factory, in terms of being able to have more trains to deliver things, and then we can probably build a lapis factory. So where are we going to set this up? So we could, I guess a question is, how much power do we have left? Will we have enough for this? Maybe. One way to find out. A stressometer. Alright, so let's do this, and mechanical press on there. Nope, overstressed. Alright. Well. We could slow this down some more. Doesn't need to all be this fast. It could go half the speed if we took power off of this one instead. Yeah. Yeah. As I get thrown around by the windmill. Alright. So. Okay, so all that stopped, but this is still going. Oh, I see. So this was powering this. Okay, but not this. Okay, great. So we just need to figure out how to get from... Oh, that's the sound. Right. That's the sound of the obsidian being mined over there on the other side. Right there. When I heard it the first time, I thought something had been broken by, disconnecting something. Something popped off. Which could happen, but not this time. Alright, so this is half the speed. Oops. Half the speed of the one we were using before. And we could... did it again. Get a belt. There we go. Great. Is that right? Or should it be one higher? I feel like it should be one higher. let's try something really quick. If I put this here, that's here. No, that doesn't go. Okay. Overthinking it. Okay, so then we're gonna put some crude storage units with the inputs. And yep. Get that gunpowder in there and lock it, and then we'll just set everything up to output into the basin. It's best if I see where the front is, so I know which way the output should go, since it's relative. Did I already do that? No. What are you making then? Oh, I see. Okay, so first of all, counterproductive. It's making iron ingots right now. Alright, there was a task to collect that. Great. I did it. Well, I have the feeling that this is not working. So, let's see. First of all, go ahead and turn that off. Turn everything off, and we'll feed it manually once. I've made this mistake before. You'd think I would learn, but no. Alright, so... Lazurite. Yeah, so we don't have any... We don't have any lapis. We just made a bunch of iron ingots, and it just ignored everything else. Okay, so we're gonna take... Nope. Not gonna put a stack of iron nuggets in there, because that will cause problems. So we'll take 2 gunpowder. What is the actual recipe? Let's put the exact amount. So 2 gunpowder, 3 lazurite. Oh yeah, we don't have lava. That's the part that we're missing right now. So, do I have any pipes left? In a box. You would think it would be in a box called parts, but nope. Light gray. Yes. Okay. So we can feed it directly into the top of the basin like that, and that will work. Okay, are we actually sending lava over here? Is that happening? It's probably too far, isn't it? Like, we're not even getting lava there. Oh, this is reversed. That would be why. Maybe it's still too far, but that was why. Alright. Looking good. Oh, it did a thing. Lapis. Alright, so now we can put our crude storage unit there. And we can input from the back, auto input. Not that there's any more right there, but we can sleep now. And then we'll turn on the auto inputs for the other ones. Alright. And we'll have our oh, auto output is the correct setting. Did I do that same mistake? Yep. Okay, cool. Alright. Free lapis. ish. All right. So we're gonna use that to make some circuits. So we need a few though, right? Because it's you gotta make blocks. The right side of my face has gone to the dark side. It's so difficult when I look at the camera though. Oh, is it? Oh, I see what you mean. What can I do about that? The problem is the microphone, right? The microphone is in the way. I could probably do that so the microphone doesn't cast a shadow. Is that better? More lighting. Yeah, it's a lot of lighting. I mean, the screens are already bright. And I have that light, and I have that light. It's enough lighting. It's just shadow. Anyway. Blocks of lapis are used to make... Oh, no, I don't... The microphone here, I don't use. It's this microphone right here. You know, the one that is so very present. I guess I wonder, how does this affect the sound if the microphone's back here? Is this still roughly the same volume? Or better or worse? Let me know. What do you think? Exactly the same. Well, how about that? Okay, well, the microphone can be over there then. You know, you can see it in frame, right? Okay. So we need blocks of lapis, and we press them into sheets, and then the sheets go in, not that, this sequence, where we combine molten silver and copper wire. So when you have this automation, this recipe sequence set up, we just did not have the lapis, right? So it's 9 lapis per circuit, and we are up to, it's 9 lapis blocks per circuit. Right, so we're up to 5 blocks. And apparently there was a task to do that. All right, and we've consumed... So we're going to need more gunpowder. Gunpowder is kind of the limiting factor right now, although I do have a little bit more on me. I could steal out of the schematic cannon box. I'll leave a stack in there. There we go. So the thing is that we're going to need quite a number of these circuits. Like if we look here, all the stuff that uses integrated circuits. So there are other things. But just for the... I think the Death rocket is the one we need to make to go to Mars. It needs one. Not a big deal. The red cell batteries, they don't use them. Okay, what else uses them? There are some other things. Frequency transmitter, whatever that's for. There's crafting recipes for like upgrades and stuff, but probably the biggest thing that I would want, each of these basic storage units I think needs 3, right? Because it's 1 for the basic display, and then it's 2 more to make a basic storage unit, which is the upgraded version of these crude storage units that stores 128 stacks. And there's like solar panels and casings and things that we'll also probably want to have at some point that also need these circuits. So they're more than single use. The alternators use them. We've made a few of those already. So it's gonna be nice to so we're gonna get another 75-ish from that gunpowder. We should probably just start making some more gunpowder. And to aid that, we need a kelp farm. Although honestly, we don't need the kelp farm that we're making in terms of size for that just by itself. We're building this kelp farm to be so large specifically because we want to make a bone meal from it. So, but we'll have some extra kelp for other things. So where am I going? What am I doing? I'm going to drop off this lapis up at the factory. And then I guess we're going to start gathering materials for the kelp farm. Oh, at 1/3 of the speed. I was gonna say maybe it was the network connection, but surely the network connection where you are is better than in the other room. Alright, so we make some more lapis blocks. And we'll feed that to the machine. Interesting. I never set up really I can put a crude storage unit here. I never did that. There we go. So we're gonna just gonna give it one at a time, I think. Unlock that. Output to the right. Auto output. Interesting. Why did this one not do anything? Oh, because it's turned the wrong way somehow. That's odd. Okay, well anyway. Fixed now. And the cyclic nature of this meant that that press turned it into a sheet anyway, even if it was out of order. It went back around and then is doing the proper order. And we probably have enough silver. Yeah, we got some silver buffered there. We're going to be out of copper wires here pretty soon, though. Right, because how many times does it have to go around, right? It has to go around 6 times, so we can probably, yeah, maybe another. So we can make 2 more circuits. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. And now we'll need some more wire. So a full factory, you could imagine, we would have that set up to produce lapis, and then we'd have some, we'd have another basin with another mechanical press to turn it into a block, and then we feed it into there. Yeah, the short haircut around the ears is good. It's when I was getting my hair done last week, that was a thing I specifically called out. It's like, I'm gonna be wearing a headset a lot. Still no package. Okay. Alright, and hey, look. Now we have 3 more integrated circuits. Bank those up for now. Okay, so what do we need? 19 brass funnels. So I think we're going to have to get... Oh yeah, so... Brass funnels. Right, we're gonna need, how many electron tubes are we gonna need? Let's work through that. So it's 1 to 2, and then we're also going to need 16 brass tunnels, which is also 1 to 2. Okay, so we need like 16, 17. How's that gonna work? Well, 10 and 8, 18 electron tubes just for those 2 things. I think that takes 1. So 19. 20, 21, 22. I don't know if it's 1 for 1, but let's just assume that it is for the Nixie tubes. 22. Okay. So how many electron tubes do we have upstairs? I think it's less than that. Starfall. Oh, is that what that sound was? Alright, so we have 17, including this one. So we need some more. Which means we need more copper and gold. Let's see, so we just need that and that. Okay. And fuel, maybe. Although we probably have fuel over here. Alright, so this is backed up on wire. That's good. That means probably all that copper is going to go. There we go. We're probably out of. Okay, so we're out of fuel then. Alright, for the blaze burner. Yeah, blaze burner needs fuel. And we have no kelp blocks here, so back to the kelp farm. Which I guess is a good thing because we can then also grab kelp to make gunpowder. Yes. Hey, Furiago. If you have a minute, you want to get that off the porch then? Alright, so we're going to go get kelp. Let's see how this build is doing. Did it stop? I mean, it's, I think that's nearly the top. You're on your way. Great, thanks. I mean, you never know. Right, so I didn't come here to get stuff out of that box. I came over here to get stuff out of the storage over here. Let's see, easiest thing to do is we'll just put another crude storage unit here. Excellent. Alright, I can close that screen then. One less distraction. Alright, was there anything else we needed over here? I mean, just to check in on the build, right? Made some progress. How's it doing with gunpowder? Pretty good. So we have, you can see some of the mechanism, although a lot of stuff is missing. I think we don't have the deployer, is it deployers? Mechanical presses, definitely. Or the campfires and some of the other stuff that's for each layer. That is one of the things that I did work out for this version of this. Why is it the way that it is? Like, it has more rich soil. Or maybe it can't get the... Is there still rich soil in here? No. Okay, that's why. Maybe you just can't get rich soil out of the crude storage unit. It's for the best. I wouldn't want it... Like, essentially the schematic cannon could place the kelp in air. Probably not something we want, though. Alright. Great. I wonder, is it at that level? Or... I don't know. Don't know what the Spannikin is doing, but eventually it'll do its thing. Dodge that. Not that the trains hurt us when we're driving around in the car, but it's the principle's the wrong word, but alright, so we're gonna take some of this kelp. And alright, it's in a box. Let's put that box down. The easiest thing to do is to do this. So we need the individual dried kelp. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we can't put the blocks in the grinder. So let's do that. Put that in there. Get a little bit more. Let's just like max it out. There we go. And then the rest of this, we're going to take over to fuel upstairs. I went the long way around. And I'll allow the blaze burner to run and combine the copper and gold into rose gold so we can make more electron tubes. Turn that on. I think we're also going to need some rose gold for rose quartz lamps, so just like 6 of those. There we go. And we are going to just make electron tubes there. So, how many did I say? Probably that many, right? 20 something. Did I turn off the, yeah, this is turned off, good. Let's get, there we go, that should be enough for a minute. Alright, so, back to the list. Anything else here that we should, like, prep materials for before we just start making things? The dusk bricks. We might have some left over after this build. Okay, so we need, like, 13 stacks of dusk bricks. So what does that look like, right? So each brick here can be converted into a dust brick, and then it's 4 of those to make 1. So however many of these we need 4 times that many. It was as strong for bees. So we need like what? What was the amount? You have a lemon in your throat. 12, like 13 stacks, so 26, 52 stacks. So basically like 2 crude storage units worth of bricks is what we need. The good news, so we have a bunch of clay over here. Find a way to get to it. And then get out. And then again. And suddenly that huge amount of clay we had is now just a little, is no clay at all. This goes really fast. Oh, you finished downloading it? Yep. Makes sense. Yeah, if you can stay around, that's good. It's good for the channel. Bump up that average viewer count. All right, so there's stuff in there. It's just wedged. Oh, there's a piece of cobblestone in there. That's not supposed to be in there. Back like a week or two ago, I remember finding a bunch of like cobblestone scattered throughout this place. And I didn't figure out where it came from. I wonder. Also, how am I supposed to get anything out of there? See, if we break this, the water will flow, but it'll only flow to here, so that should be fine. And that was not clear glass, that was just normal glass, so that just broke. That's unfortunate. We have a depot, but I can't pick up from there. How about from there? Nope. This is an awkward position. There. Nope. That was the wrong thing. Also, why is there gravel on this? Okay. Why don't you just all get off? I'll get off the belt. Well, that's not what I wanted to do either. Ah, got it. Alright, so first of all, that should go in there. Let's grab some glass to repair our breakage. This time we'll clear glass, so we have to break it again, we'll be able to recover it. There we go. Alright. And backpack. Throw our gravel back here. Alright, let's we're gonna need some more clay, so let me grab some cobblestone and we'll load up the storage unit. Let's see. Wrench. There we go. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's pretty cool that you can stack the full food storage units. Right, each one of them contains 32 stacks of whatever item. So that's, you know, a lot of items very compactly put there. Let's see. So we'll just do this. We'll say configure out to down. I guess that was already set up to receive. There we go. Although, okay, there we go. Configure out to be down, auto output. Configure in to be top. And then I guess I could just copy the settings, right? Right, so this one will be filling, and this one will be emptying, and this one is also emptying out. Alright, so that should be a good supply of cobble to process into clay, which we'll see starting over here. A little bit at a time. Eventually the flint will become problematic, but it's fine. So, that'll be doing its thing. I guess we could also sleep. So, anything else that's going to be problematic in terms of getting, or not problematic, just, you know, a thing that we want to get started in advance as we start working through this thing? A lot of linear chassis. How are we on andesite? We can make some more casings. Yep. There we go. Great. Still not get going. Ah, right. We don't need all this stuff bookmarked anymore. Actually, it might be good to make some more, get some more andesite alloy being made. We just need some more andesite and iron nuggets. Yeah, let's do that too. Andesite, we have some. We can make more. We use some of this compressed andesite. Okay. And then iron. Yeah, so today we've used half of the iron ingots that were in that storage. Gonna need to do something about that at some point. Okay, so this doesn't have power. Because I turned this off for some reason. I think because I was checking in on the factory earlier and the steam engine wasn't running, and I switched the switch to use the steam power to run the water pump, and it did not have enough power, so I turned some stuff off, and that was one of the things. Anyway, alright, so we're making that. That's good. Metal barrels are actually just barrels that are run through the carpenter's table from chipped. Bearings, belts, mechanical harvesters might be fun. I need 3 stacks of mechanical harvesters. You get 3, just need 64 times that many. Okay, so we're gonna need some more casings. Let's start with that many. Alright. Eight smart shoots. Something else that will need brass. I guess we can make more brass, right? Zinc and copper. How are we doing on copper? Let's process some copper down to the community foundry. I think that'll be a good thing to do. Do we have zinc? We have no raw zinc. Okay. Well, what about over here? We do have other stuff over here. We have silver, tin, zinc nuggets, zinc ingots, no zinc blocks though. That's not good. We got some cobalt in there. Put our casting mason back in there. Send that cobalt out for upstairs. There's a little bit of zinc, but I think we're just going to take what we have. I think we should also, let's bump up the building the zinc factory. Yeah, let's put that next on the list. So we did the simple lapis factory, which is just, you know, a very simple thing. We're working on expanding the kelp farm. We'll build the zinc factory, and then that's the point where we'll have the zinc and we'll have the copper and we'll have tin as well, and we can have those things shipped in and go through the foundry, and we can have some big vaults to buffer the ingots, something like that. I saw something else here. Build brass factory. We did that last stream, so that's there. Need some adjustments, but yeah. Okay. Updating the plan. Okay, so I'm going to take this to the community foundry and process that, and it also has a setup to produce brass from copper and zinc, so we'll use that as well. Parking lot that ties into the road here or something. Tie it all together. Okay, so oh, I see. How to put it on against. That makes sense. So in system output, let's make sure that we know what was already in here. So there was 12 copper ingots. Throw in the raw copper, and away it goes. You can hear it pouring somewhere over there. Yep. Also gold, since we do get gold from processing it in the foundry. And I didn't bring any fuel with me, but that's fine. We have we don't have anything for fuel, do we? Anymore. I used to have coal on me. Whoops. Oh, there was an incomplete stack there. Whoops. Okay, well, we know. What do we know? Let's see. Copper, raw copper. So crushing that gets you 1.3, 1/3. And then foundry gets you 1 ingot, 4 nuggets. So in other words, another third. What is 1/3 times 1/3? Or 1 1/3 times 1 1/3? More than 1.5. So let's say we'll take a stack and a half of copper. I think that is roughly fair. That's slightly under. Is it a trader? It is. Okay. So we'll throw inputs into there. And what we need is fuel for the blaze burner, which unfortunately we don't have on us. You got some fuel on you? Nope. Am I sure I don't have coal somewhere? I got rubber. Let's burn some rubber. No. Okay. Well, where's my car? Let's go run and get some fuel. probably coal in the spawn house, but I'd already kind of was on my way past it by the time I thought of it. So, how about in here? Any coal in here? Yeah, there we go. Let's sleep while we're here. We go. Your llamas are in the way. This is fuel, yeah. There we go. So we should get 2 stacks of brass from this. Checking notifications. At least it should be 2 stacks, right? 9,000 droplets makes a brass ingot. And mixing the ingots makes 222 millibuckets. How many droplets is 222 millibuckets? Let me out, game. On the other hand, 11 millibuckets and 11 millibuckets makes 11 millibuckets. On the third hand, oh, there was already stuff in there. I was like, didn't I put a stack into each of these? We haven't even used it yet. Are these configured to output? Yes. So either there was like a stack of each already in there. I guess that's possible. There we go, okay. We're not duping. That's good. Alright, there's our stack. Alright, is that gonna be enough? Maybe? Possibly? Like the linear chassis and those sorts of things don't need brass, right? It's gonna be close. I think it's possible though, that'll be enough. So we'll just let that do its thing and we're gonna head back and get to crafting. Brass casings, which is nice because that's a little inconvenient. Gonna have to do by hand right now, so that's good that we won't have to. And let's do the smart shoots. Nope, okay. Wait, what are these? That's a brass sheet, right? I think we have some brass sheets already. There we go. Alright. Lots of andesite casings, which is good. Gunpowder is in progress for our lapis production. Well, we had one. How many of those did we need? It was like 8, right? As I proceed to do things out of order. Okay. Okay, I guess we didn't have any brass sheets at all, so we need 7 at least. Let's get that going. Now let's check in on the clay and the bricks. Great. I think we need like 2 crude storage units of bricks for the block, so that should be about right. And our sheet should be done by now, maybe? It's only 7. There we go. And... oh, right. I'll put the electron tubes into the system. There we go. 8. Alright. What? 19 brass funnels. 18 brass funnels. There we go. How about brass tunnels? How many of those did we need? 16. Hmm. 16 campfires. Alright, that was easy. 3 clutches. One content observer. Nope. No way of getting around it. Okay, so can we make this? Can we make it this way? Yes, if we have redstone torches. But we need a thingy, brass casing. Might be the only thing that we needed a brass casing for. Let's see, copper casings. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking, because I saw this, and it got me thinking about this old electron tube production. We don't need this anymore. We can tear this out. Is there any material in here? A little bit. Okay, let's get rid of this though. This is how I get distracted. Alright. Well, we don't need the mixer either, right? We don't need that there. We don't need that, we don't need that. Great. Some extra stuff. Alright, anyway, we're making a brass casing. That is what we're doing to make a content observer. Yep. Okay, right this way. In you go. And then 2 brass ingots. And a pour. brass casing. In hand. Alright, what else do we need? Was there anything else that we needed to get? No, I think that was, well, I think we needed, a repeater. Right, content observer, but we have the stuff for that, so we should be good once we choose the right recipe. And bam, one content observer. Alright, what next? So that's the first page all done. That's great. 16 depots. Or depots. Depots or depots? Well, whatever they are, 16 of them is what we need. Probably need the mechanical mixer, but I'm just gonna put it in the system until we know we need it. And then display link. I'm making a few of those recently. Oh no. Okay, now we can do this. Yeah. One display link. Great. Alright, and then a bunch of brick stuff. How are we on dye? 108 dye. So that's 108 half stacks? No. $216 blocks, right? Because you surround 8 bricks with you put a black dye and then 8 bricks, and then you get 8 of the other bricks, and you use 4 dusk bricks to make the block. So each of these gets you 2 blocks. We need a lot more black dye. We have charcoal. Let's crush some charcoal. Except first of all, that's not how you get there. And second of all, this is all filled up with stuff anyway. We made all of this gravel. Why did we make the gravel? Also, I see my green screen needs some work. Some maybe webcam noise or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little distracting. Okay, we're just gonna throw this gravel somewhere. How about in there? How much? That's a lot of cobblestone. Oh, here, I have a basic storage unit. Let's take all this out. You know, I could have more than one of these stations, I suppose. That is an option. I just haven't. Okay. So it's gonna be time for our midstream break soon. That'll be a good time. I guess the question is it gonna be, so the package has arrived with the Constellation edition of Starfield. Is it gonna be before the break or after? We're gonna find out. Obviously, that decision will have to be reached before the break happens. Or it solves itself, but we'll see. Alright, another crude storage unit. Throw that down here. Alright, we need somewhere for the gray dye to go. I guess I can go there, yeah? Perfect. so that's all processing. Might even be enough. Okay. Well, while that's going, oh, it's nighttime again. Let's keep the night skipped. What else do we need? 129, so 2 stacks plus 1 of encased chain drives. I do like those encased chain drives. So we need iron nuggets. I buy iron. It's 2 stacks plus something? Plus 1? Yep. Okay. 16 encased fans. So those are for blowing over the campfires to smoke the kelp. I guess encased also searches for fans. I said 16, right? Let's not make a stack of these propellers then. There we go. So that should be 16. There we go. And 36 gearboxes. We got 3. Okay, we got a stack. We'll have some extras left over. 63 item vaults. So a stack of vaults. We got 2. Can we have barrels? No. Oak. Okay, we're almost out of stripped oak planks. There we go. Let's make some slabs. That should be enough for a stack of barrels. And then back to here, back to here. There we go. And okay. Out of iron. Wait, don't I have... Or did I use them all? For that matter, do we have... How many item vaults do we have in this box? Still not enough. Okay. Do I have a... I know I have a parts box. Do I have iron sheets in there? Alright. We'll gradually find a different use for those, for that box. Alright, so that was a stack, right? Or nearly? That we needed? 63. Okay, 2 levers. And what's that sound? Okay, it's the steam engine. Okay, that makes sense. So easily distracted. 192. So 3 stacks of linear chassis. What does it take to make a linear chassis? Not a lot. I guess we can use acacia. Okay. Nope, we can't. Out of that. 60. Okay. We're gonna go through all of our logs, huh? Okay. Good news, we have lots of logs. We have actually a ridiculous amount of logs. Not even counting all the logs here. Once we fixed the chunk loading issues and actually gave it a place to dump all the stuff, it produced a lot. All right, so 3 stacks, and then 8 mechanical bearings, 7 mechanical bearings. We're getting there. 28 mechanical belts. I'm just seeing the harvesters. It's a lot of harvesters. 3 stacks of harvesters. Alright, okay, so we need iron sheets. We need... I mean, if we need 3 stacks of harvesters, each harvester needs 2. So we need 6 stacks of iron sheets. Okay, we're out of iron. The good news is that we made a crimsite farm. Farm does not feel like the right word for that, but a thing that makes crimsite. So we can go over there and collect some and make some more iron. Is the good news. So what I'm going to do, got a ton of stuff in our inventory. We're going to drop it off over at the schematic cannon. See the status of the schematic cannon. It may have like run through everything you could print, in which case we can restart it with the new stuff, and then or at least it's run through all the things that it can print based on where it was at the time, like because we gave it the rich soil. Yeah, it looks like it's done. Yep. Okay, so it has all that rich soil. So it's everything except for the iron, and my inventory needs to go in there. There we go. So it's finished. I wish there was an option to have the schematic keep its location and contents. It can go over to finished, but just leave it there, so we can put it back in without having to put down the replace the schematic. Alright, so gotta do this again. So I have a lot of schematics. Fortunately, I named them in such a way that all the ones I care about are near the top. To a Big Kelp Farm. That is the one. Let's get this put back down. Now we gotta get it all aligned properly. Which won't be too bad. There's a lot of reference points, right? Alright, just gonna do that. Alright, so we can the lag. Oh. Alright. So that's pretty close. One more this way? Yeah, and then we'll lower it. There. Yeah, pretty easy. Although walking around while the schematic is up is a little perilous. This way? This way. That looks right. That's right. Alright, so we're not going to see an improvement of frames until we drop the schematic out of our inventory. And I'll do that once we get back over here to the schematic cannon. That's not the schematic cannon. Here we go. Alright. Printer settings should still be good. We're still going to have it print and skip all the things it doesn't have. I'm gonna go ahead and just like wrench the storage unit for the kelp away. And we'll do that. Because we just don't want it to print the kelp. I don't think it doesn't seem that the schematic cannon will, even if the storage unit is set to output. Oh, which it wasn't. Because that might be why. But regardless, it's not reading from this inventory, so that's fine. We'll just have it use these chests. And let's update the materials checklist as well. So now it's like, oh, I don't have the kelp. So maybe it would have used the kelp. Or it's interesting. So it did give credit, but it didn't print anything. So maybe that's because the water wasn't there, or maybe because the output wasn't configured, but it still read the amount. I don't know. Game reminding me that I cannot sleep in midair. Good to know. All right. So we do have several pages done here. We're down to just 3 pages of stuff, which is great. Mechanical harvesters are the thing we were working towards. I guess before we go on break, let's go ahead and get over to the Crimsite and grab that and get that going. And then we'll be taking a little break to refill my water and other things, and also to get that package and get it ready to be on camera. And we'll do a little unboxing after the break. Alright, so we got a bunch of stacks of Crimsite, which is good. Honestly, not in a desperate need for gold, so I'm just going to leave the Akram. That's what it's called. Over there. And we'll run this over to the... Oh, there we go. Okay. Run this over to the community boundary. Process it, I think. Let's see, will that work? I think we tested that before, that this will properly work. Because we dumped a bunch in. I seem to recall that being a thing that we did in a past stream. That was a different way. I usually go around that way. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, so how much iron is in here? None. Let's go. There we go. So we get some crushed iron, and we get some iron nuggets. And I think the system may just dump both in here. When it gets there, it's gotta like process all that. There we go. So we'll see crushed iron, and then iron nuggets as well, which is a little unnecessary, but you know, to not do that, you'd have to have a like an automated packing, compacting setup. Alright. So we're getting some iron. I guess we'll see. So we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 stacks of Crimsite. We'll see how much iron we get. I think I'm gonna stop right here. And we're going to take a break for a few minutes while I refill my water and get the package. So, be back in just a few. Alright, so back into Create Astral. There and there. Any second now, the game will... Okay, there we go. Alright. Back to it. What were we doing? Oh, we ran out of fuel here? This isn't what we were doing. We weren't doing this, we were working on iron, right? But hey, while we're here... Did I take that coal and put it somewhere else? Huh, guess I did. Okay, well anyway. So we put, what was it, like 8 stacks of chromazite in the input. And it's all been processed. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of iron. So it's not nothing. Looks like it's nighttime though. Let's take a brief nap on top of the crushing wheels. There's some glass in between, right? It's fine. Given our iron situation, maybe we should take some stuff over to the chromazite thingy and let it keep going, right? So chromazite. That needs flint and lava. So the lava we have from the lava gen. We have a big storage unit of flint, so maybe let's grab that and bring it over, and we can keep the chromazite production going. Might be a good thing to do until we have like a full factory that's set up to do that and process that. And then I guess we're gonna continue feeding materials into the kelp factory built. I think we just had like 2 pages of stuff. There was something that we needed. Oh yeah, right, I remember. So, oh, there goes the car. Right, so we needed like 3 stacks of harvesters. So we needed 6 stacks of iron plates. So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna hand feed all that. Okay, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little bit of extra will be good. And so we're going to configure output left, auto output, and then we're gonna have those. Put those 48 back in there. And we're going to take these iron sheets and put them in here. And we're going to input from the back. Auto input. There we go. And so that will just sit there and process all that iron into iron sheets. Alright, and then throw that iron in there. Right, flint. I almost lost it. I got it. All right. Do we have another of these storage units that we can use for the chromazite to go into? So, like the recipe for the chromazite. Search for this again. So it's and it's cobbled deep slate. That might actually be the constraint. Well, I mean, it's 3 flint for 1 cobbled deep slate. Do we have any more cobbled deep slate? Probably not up here. That is something that we could produce, but we just haven't. Right? Because cobbled deep slate, obviously you can mine deep slate, but you can also produce it in this pack from flint and gravel. Did we? We didn't set that up over there, did we? Or did we? We could. Maybe. Do we have a storage unit of gravel? Let's think about this. Yeah, we could grab some gravel, bring it over there. And that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. And we would just need another press and basin. And maybe some power. There we go, mechanical press. Oh, iron blocks. Why suddenly need so much iron? That's just the way it goes. Okay, and then we said. Alright. I mean, if nothing else, I guess we might get over there and realize that we've already done this. I'm just not recalling it right now. In which case, okay, we have extra stuff. That's fine. But maybe we haven't done that? And we can produce some cobble deep slate for the chromazite. Production. Let's go this way, maybe? As long as we don't fall into the hole where the bear is, over there. It's funny, the area looks quite a bit different. You know, 300 hours in from where it started. But, like, right over there is 0, 0. The first day started here. Alright, so... yeah. So we have... deep slate. Cobble deep slate is supposed to be here. What we can do... let's pick up this box. Wait. This belt is reversed. This is wrong. Okay, that makes sense. So we've reversed things. Like, that's why we ended up needing to change the direction of the mechanical pump. But unfortunately, that's reversed the direction of this belt, which is not good. We could fix this, though, if we have a gearbox. Or make a gearbox. We can make a gearbox. There we go. And there. Now that should be going the correct direction. We're also out of flint. So we got a lot of flint, maybe. Out, down, auto output. Alright, so that'll cycle around. So what we can do here, make a basin, and then we need to supply our gravel and our flint. Right, our flint. Yeah, ideally we'd have like a single supply and we'd route it to both places and we'd balance and, you know, all those sorts of things, but not gonna. Oh, hello, creeper. How are you? Let me treat you properly. Well, so glad. I'll say for the, I don't know how many times, but so glad there's no mob briefing in this pack. All right, we want to lock this, and we want to output to the right, auto output. Lock this and output to the back, auto output. So we have gravel and flint, and then mechanical press. And how are we gonna get rotation here? Let me get my box back. There we go. All right, so. Over and up and over? Maybe. Make a few gearboxes. There they went. Alright. So we want to go there. If this pipe wasn't in the way, it would be a little bit easier, but it's fine. Totally fine. Almost out of shafts here. There we go. And then just turn this way. And this way. And overstressed. Of course. Okay. So this is slower. Yeah, we can take from this. And we have no more chefs. So, do we have any andesite alloy in our parts box? Yes. Great. Okay, and then it's gonna go there, and that's gonna go there. And maybe we'll have enough power to do it this way. Yes, it'll be kind of slow, but we will crush it. Alright, so now we should have the wrong thing. At least there's not compressed flint. Okay, so... Oh, that did the thing. Alright, cool. Alright. So what we want to do is going to come over here and set this as the recipe. And then lock that. Lock that. Probably want to sleep before we have more creepers visiting us. I need to... watch out for my posture. Okay, so we're gonna... So this is already out... No, it's not. Because we broke it and replaced it. So auto output's to the right. And then in from the left, auto input. And auto output. We should start producing more cobble deep slate. A little at a time. So we'll get a trickle, going through, and over time that will add up to a lot, right? There we go, 85. Great. Okay. So we could bring more gunpowder over here. Could have grabbed that before I came over here. Oh well. What am I doing now? Back to making mechanical harvesters, right? That's why we needed the iron. We can check in on the build though before we head back. What's the schematic cannon doing? Maybe it's paused. It's ready. Did I not click go on it? Maybe I didn't. What are we building now? Something behind the tree, perhaps? Oh, gearboxes? Oh, right. So I saw the water and the mechanical harvesters from the old kelp farm, thinking that somehow something had happened to the new one to make that happen. But of course, that is not the case. But we have the campfires going, so we're making progress and actually having this thing going. I wonder if potentially us going all the way over to the workshop unloads some of this area, and this causes the schematic cannon to stop. That's possible. I guess we'll find out the next time we come by. Or it could have been... I think definitely does happen is if no one's on the server. Things get unloaded in such a way that the schematic cannon stops. So that might have been it. I don't know. I got some theories. But anyway, so we're gonna go work on those mechanical harvesters. If I can stop hitting those poles. Stop hitting everything. Alright, here we are. So, harvesters. Alright, we need sheets. We need 6 stacks of iron sheets. And we have 6.5. Job done. Alright. Whoops. We're out of andesite alloy. There's some more. In fact, let's how are we doing over here? We got this going, producing more andesite alloy too. We're up to 33 blocks. Okay. We'll see how how far that gets us. I guess it does. It is 4 stacks of andesite alloy per stack of harvesters. So that's 12 stacks of andesite alloy to make that happen. Alright, so we're a little over halfway there, and we're out of andesite alloy again. No, I did not have a lot left. Helps if I actually get the rest of the system. There we go. So almost 2 stacks of 3. We need more andesite alloy. What are we out of here? Not iron this time. We need more andesite. I have andesite. I wish that this pack had like a hotkey for uncompressing and compressing blocks. There's not any hotkeys for the compressor mod, is there? Inventory interacts with an item equals. What does that mean? Interact with an item. What else is bound to? Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's fine. So equals is no longer conflicting. So what does this do? What is packed inventory? What does it mean? Nothing. Does nothing. Okay. At least nothing in this context. But that's fine. Alright. So I don't want that gearbox in there either. Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I didn't want a gearbox in my inventory either. There we go. Alright, 4 more. Alright, so we need like another stack, so we need 4 stacks of andesite alloy. we might be able to get that amount out of here eventually. I guess we could work on some other stuff while we're waiting for that. That's got quite a bit of a buffer there to brew stuff. So let's see what else. What else do we need to make? So the dust bricks we can do, although it's pretty tedious. 16 mechanical presses. That's a mixer. That's a press. Alright, so we need 16 blocks of iron. And we have 13. Okay. We are straining our resources right now. 72 barrels. Now wood we have. So yeah, we get that. We can make 64. We can make some more slabs. Some more barrels. 68. We can make some more planks. Oh, I have a bunch of iron nuggets in here, apparently. Let's sort that out. There we go. Alright. Okay, so 74. How many did we need? 72. Great. Alright, is there a carpenter's workbench outside here? It's the one I keep thinking is the mason one. So it's the... Let's see. Let's see if I can just spot it visually. I think it's this one. Metal barrel, 17. If not, we can always convert between them. Yeah, 17. Great. Okay. So I think it's a good thing we have that iron, that crimsite production going, because we're going to need more iron. Alright, so that goes in there. 3 Nixie tubes. Okay. So we just need 2 electron tubes, and we have 1. Alright, we have a few. Let's turn this off. Great. Alright, we're at about where we started today. Okay. I mean, we were pretty close on the count, right? I was thinking it was 1 electron tube per Nixie tube, but it's 1 for 2 effectively, right? 2 for 4. Painted catwalk. We'll come back to this stuff. This is all going to need iron, unless we have iron rods over here. Get some. I don't think that's going to be enough though, so we'll come back to that. Portable storage interfaces. Portable storage interfaces. It was like 16 of these, right? Or was it 8? It was 16. Yeah. Okay, more chutes. More iron. 6 and just 10 more, right? There. 16. 10 redstone dust. Rose quartz lamps. 6 of those. Rose quartz lamps. Great. 135 shafts. 129 shafts. We'll make a little bit more since we have to make 8 at a time. There we go. a stockpile switch and vertical frame glass. Huh. Okay. Stockpile switch is just the thing you make out of a constant observer, so we got to make another one of these. Was that something that was... Okay. We found the thing that also needed a brass casing. Can we make this? Probably. We just need to make some redstone torches again. Let's just make sure we have everything else we need. Great. Into that. And we just need brass. And copper casing. We have one in here anyway. Nighttime. Let's sleep first before we head out. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother taking the car just over to the house. This process again, hopefully we won't have to do this like this too many more times. The brass factory that we built last stream, right? Automates this, making the brass and then pouring it onto the copper casings, making copper casings, all that stuff in one big factory. We just gotta get it supplied, get it powered. Yeah, just do those things. Okay, so we're making a not a content observer, but a thing you would make from a content observer. Stockpile switch. There we go. And that was a quest. Remember the quests? Those exist. There's no rewards for this. So, for some of these things though, like some depots, Desh Hammerhead, some clear glass. Should be able to claim this reward here in the not too distant future. Oh yeah, we need to grab gunpowder. Let's grab this gunpowder here. We'll drop that over there. Nice. Okay. Have a snack. I think those iron blocks on me. Let's drop those off. We'll take what we have and we'll update the materials checklist. Drop off this gunpowder over where we're producing lapis. Just gonna keep that going. So as I've been thinking about the stream schedule, you know, Starfield is coming out tomorrow, effectively tomorrow the afternoon, evening-ish, for me. I hadn't realized that up until today. I thought it was going to be a thing for Friday. So I don't know. I have Friday off of work. And I imagine there's going to be a lot of Starfield streams over the weekend. But given that, you know, we're going to be able to play it on Thursday, we'll probably have extra streaming through the weekend as well. We'll see if Oh yeah, I wanted to check on Crimsite. We'll see if what else happens in terms of things like Oxygen Not Included, which is typically what I'm streaming on Friday. I might still do that just to break it up a little bit. I'm still planning on like doing my coding stream on Sunday mornings. So I might be able to just like fit in the normal stream schedule and then put Starfield around it, at least until next week. I do think that I might change up the Minecraft schedule and maybe I might make this day the day I do Starfield, so I don't have to change the days I'm doing. I still want to do Minecraft on Mondays. That's nice. It alliterates, if nothing else. I don't know if I'm still undecided. I guess I still have until Monday. On the other hand, you know, in the U.S., Monday is Labor Day, so I have that off from work as well. So I may be tempted to do more Starfield through Monday. So maybe it'll make more sense to like pick that up as the day, and we'll keep Wednesday as Minecraft Day. I don't know. Still undecided. Where am I going? Yeah, let's run this over to the foundry. So I can think and talk, but I can't think and talk and navigate, I guess. At least to a helpful place. Crush it and melt it. Let's not. Alright, so we should get some more iron, right? There was no iron in here already, so any iron that oops. any iron that ends up there is what we put into the system. Alright, so that'll do its thing. Oh yeah, I guess we could let's do the thing I said we were gonna do, which is take the stuff that I already have and drop it off for the schematic in. Some of the mechanical harvesters, stockpile switch, PSIs, redstone dust, and reservoir snaps. And we'll update the material checklist. Alright, what are we down to? We have less than 2 pages of stuff left. Kelp we actually do have. We're just not supplying to it yet. We gotta go back and add water, which will be much easier once everything else is built, because there are ladders and entryways into each level for that purpose. All right, we need a little overstacked mechanical harvester still. We need to do all the dust bricks. I think we should actually be able to do all of this stream now that we have a renewable source of iron again. Might even be faster than what we had before. What we had before was producing a lot of iron. If you remember, we used to have water wheels here and a little cobblestone generator, and then mills and washing and all that stuff, like before pre-moon. Right, so we didn't have crushing wheels, but we had millstones. And we were going, cobble to gravel, and then washing the gravel for iron nuggets. And we got and then we were compacting it, and we had a crude storage unit of iron blocks. In fact, that crude storage unit might still be here. How much iron do we have left down here? Maybe I've been worrying over nothing quite yet. Do we still have iron here? Yeah, we still have, of the original 2048 iron blocks, we still have 387 iron blocks left. So I'm gonna take some to tide us over. I guess if nothing else, we do have the crimsite now going. For some renewable iron again, since it's been like 200 hours since we had that farm. So, now that we have the iron... Oh wait, the iron wasn't what we were waiting for anymore, right? It was the... Very loud mobs there. It was the andesite alloy, right? Well, anyway, we have iron too. Oh, I guess it was because it was the presses, right? The mechanical press that we needed. How many more of those do we need? We need all 16. I could have sworn... No. I made 13 iron blocks. That's right. I didn't actually make them into mechanical presses. Okay. Perfect. Mechanical harvesters. Have harvesters. So there's a stack. How many more did we need? A stack plus 10, right? I want to make sure that we can produce the stuff we need. So I'm not gonna just like make multiple stacks and go over while there's some doubt as to being able to produce all the stuff. Vertical frame glass. So do we have frame glass? We have vertical frames glass. Oh, Deadbud's back. How's it going? Be neighborly and all of that. So stone cutting from any... Is that any glass? Yeah. Basically. Okay, so how much of that did we need? 30. Okay, no big deal. We'll just make a stack of vertical frame glass. And let's sleep it. Alright. Stone cutter is over this way still. Doing great. And I got my box of Starfield gear today. I always hesitate about the name because when I first heard about it, I got a different name stuck in my head of Starfell for some reason, or Starfall, which is wrong. But now I like every time I talk about it. Wait, which one was it? The things I do to myself. A smartwatch. And some other things. Basically, the Constellation Edition spelling of package. Yeah, there we go. And know basically about it. That's what it is. Anyway, Okay, we still need a few other things. Is it a smartwatch? It is some kind of watch. Honestly, do not know all the details about it. Okay. So we still need like the catwalk and metal ladders and stuff. I guess we can start producing that now that we have more iron. Right, so this is iron into rods. Okay, and then what else? Let's make the, while we're waiting for the rods to get made, let's work on the bricks. I guess we could just like load up the bricks into the system. I mean, honestly, we could hook it up with like an import bus or a storage bus, all sorts of options. But that would require a different project than the one that I want to focus on, which is getting this kelp factory, kelp farm, kelp production, kelp thing going. So we needed like a lot, right? We need more dye. Right, because we'll be able to fill our inventory with these dust bricks and still not have enough. Because we need like 13 stacks. And each stack of the blocks needs 4 stacks of the bricks. And we use these bricks for everything, so even if we made extra, that would not be a big deal. Just do them all. Alright. Alright, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is here. It's not... oh, right. Not past the mechanical press. Okay. And we still had some left over, but that's fine. And then we need a variant, right? So we needed 2 stacks and 21 of just the dusk bricks, and we needed just over 10 stacks of the dusk long bricks vertical slab, which we can make in the stonecutter again. I'm gonna take the car because after we do this, we're gonna run over to the schematic cannon and get this stuff loaded in. So long vertical slab, but not cracked, not tile. Dusk long bricks vertical slab. Oh, it makes 2. Okay. Yeah, pretty excited. I'll be streaming it tomorrow when it's available. I placed that block. Why did I place the block? Place the block. layers there. Alright, blocks go in. Honestly, at some point we might want to just stop it and restart it. Alright, so yeah. Thanks, it's short to mechanical harvesters. Maybe it was in the process of placing them. Let's see if we rerun the book. Let's see. It's only missing one now. What is true? Alright, I wonder. No, we're not gonna deal with the kelp. What we can do probably is get the water in, and then we'll have the schematic in and throw the kelp down. That'll be a lot easier than manually placing all the kelp on all the levels. That would be really tedious. And it's going to be tedious enough putting the water in. There's a trick, isn't there, with water and making source blocks and something to do with kelp. I wonder if we could. If there's an easier way of doing that. Okay, so. Yep. The catwalk stuff, I guess, is the main thing that we still need to do. Maybe we'll need one or more harvesters or linear chassis, but I suspect that we really don't. So I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Let's go make those catwalks. So specifically, we want to make basically 3 stacks of painted catwalk. So we need catwalk. 1, 2, not quite 2 stacks there, but we should have more iron rods. There we go. Oh, for auto crafting, and definitely teach it how to convert iron blocks into ingots. Okay, so 3 stacks, and then red. Alright, so that's that. That was easy. And then 2 stacks of painted metal ladders. Painted metal ladders. So 2 stacks of these, and paint them. Alright, so there's all that. Still think we don't need those. And then the kelp, and then washer. I used to have buckets on me. I don't have buckets at all. Where did all the buckets go? Is it in tools? There's some buckets. I mean, really, you should only need 2 buckets, right? For water? Sunset. Sleep. So now, the least exciting part of this is how to hype that up, right? Let's put water down. Oh. Let's see here. Can we click some water here? Ooh, there's a quest. Yeah, there's all the stuff in the chapter 2.5 to do with all the automation chain stuff. And so a lot of the things that I had marked off and gotten credit for, I don't anymore because we lost our quest progress, but it's fine. Okay. If nothing else, we get those little notifications. Hey, something was completed, even if, well, I mean, even in the other chapters, there are things where we don't get any rewards, but it's kind of progress. All right, there we go. So that should be a lot. Done. There we go. Now just the kelp. And we're not gonna have to place the kelp until we get in there and add the water. So that's what we're doing. And then we can tear out the little farm. And then at some point we need to set up like train loading. So we have the beginnings of that here. You know, I realized I'm not really, I mean, I think I showed the design on stream, but I've not really walked through it. Maybe? This is me dealing with putting in the water. So we have input for power here. So it's supposed to be 16 RPM counterclockwise. And then we have a clutch that apparently is powered somehow due to schematic magic. Eventually there's a lever that gets printed on that. And then there's another one here so we can separately turn off the power here. And we can get in here this way. The issue is going to be, how do we get out of this? Oh, it's fine. You know why? Because we're going to put water in it. We're going to put water in it. So like to that level. Interesting. Kind of weird. The glass is so clear. Looks like there's just nothing there at all. Alright. So, where does that get us? Not quite all the way. I guess that was already the source block. Now, this is not the worst thing ever. It's not exactly what I would consider fun, though. But it is necessary to have all the kelp. Alright, so that got us all the way to the corner. And how about the, just the reflections on the water there, and a little bit of turbulence and distortion, and a really nice, the Hephaestus clear glass. It's good stuff. Alright, one more layer. And then all the rest of the layers. Side to do, apparently. Huh, okay. It looked like it was tipping down. Alright. Are we there yet? Not quite. This feels like something I might continue to do off stream when I can listen to some music I do not have the right to distribute, or some streams or something else. But yeah, there's a layer done. All right. And then we just got to do the same thing on all the other layers. It would be nice if schematic cannons could to place water. Wouldn't that be nice? And lava and other liquids. It'd be dandy. But what are you gonna do? Stacks of kelp. We can't do that enough, so it definitely has enough to do the kelp in the first layer. And I think what I'll do is I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna have it run again from the beginning, and that way we can kind of see. Although this doesn't have power, a thing that we didn't do, that I need to do, is figure out what is the power requirements on this thing. Like, I feel like maybe I did that and then I just didn't write it down. That could be true. Why is there no vault there? Oh, there is. Here we go. Alright. Just a little janky. Whee! Alright, so as you can see here, we have a big vault to collect all of the harvested kelp after it is smoked and compacted into block form. Then everything from all the layers, so that happens per layer. Like for every layer, we're pulling that out of the through the portable storage interface and processing it through belts. So we do have like two lines in parallel that are both smoking and then packing and then throwing off the side over to here. And then it all comes into this vault. And the idea is that belt that you see going up is then going to be the export to a train. Although it's maybe that's too high. Anyway, we can lower the end, have chutes or whatever going into the train loading. But we have this big buffer, full-size item vault here. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this could be a little bit longer, but it's fine. Is it placing kelp now? It sure is, and look how fast it's growing too. Yeah, you can see maybe the little particle effects every time there's a growth event. And the rich soil seems to accelerate that. So this will all get quite tall, max height, in the water here. There we go. So there's a layer. Now that it has some kelp, I wonder. Let's watch it for a little bit, see how it goes, getting this layer done. Oops. Pull the cable somewhere. All right. Anyway. Doing stuff. Pretty dark in there. I didn't light it, since it is just water. I guess maybe could squids spawn it? Probably not. Maybe. I don't think the harvesters would collect items from them or hurt them. Would be harmless. But yeah, so without power, this is not going to do anything. But look cool. I think it looks pretty cool. We got a nice chain of in-case chain drives going up to the tippy top. At some point, here we go. So now it's working on the layer of the exterior build. So this is this part is kind of pretty open, if I recall correctly, but then this part in here where the machinery is for the layers, you can see up there it started building it before we reset the schematic cannon to start from the beginning. So it's going to enclose this area, which is lit mainly from the campfires, I suppose. So we got a content observer and a stockpile switch. So the content observer is for the display, I think. Wherever that ended up being. I don't remember exactly where that's supposed to be. But this was designed with a display of like what's in the vault. And then it's also designed, oh right, not a display. We're using a Nixie tube. Here we go. 0. That's right, I remember now. So we can have up to, what? 999,999 items. I think that is more than can be stored in this item vault because it's not max size. Maybe. I feel like that's my recollection of how that, the like relative size of it. We'll have to go back and fix the catwalks, unfortunately, just like the other build. I may do that between streams, or maybe not. I may be just so totally engrossed in Starfield. I mean, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not giving up. On the other stuff I'm playing, I still plan on continuing Oxygen Not Included in this pack and the coding streams. None of that stuff is going to go away. And I want to keep at least Oxygen Not Included on Friday. That seems to be a good spot for it. Got some people coming back for it, so that's good. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so we're past the 3-hour mark now. We did have a little bit of time there that was for the unboxing part, but that doesn't change the fact that I still have to work tomorrow. So this is gonna continue, maybe while someone's still online, but whether or not we can always restart it or resume it, or whatever the case may be. Oh, I did want to see. Hold on. Can we see? Well, there are creepers up there right now. Is it? Oh, I'm such a fool. It's placing water for the kelp. Let's just... I was wrong. I'm glad we looked. And I'm glad I caught this before it ran out of kelp. I'm gonna load this full of kelp, and it's gonna print the whole thing. It's gonna be great. I mean, at least until it stops, because no one's online anymore. And then I can get my slightly better storage unit back, the basic storage unit. Is that great? All right. So if we put the material checklist in, what does it say? It says, yeah, sure, we need 2 brass tunnels. It's printing those brass tunnels. That's all. Because it had them before. It didn't lose them. It's just, it's not great at accounting for things that it's currently placing, I think, is all it amounts to. All right, we're going to take one more look at this, what's going on over here, because I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, so it will place the water, which means that time I just spent placing all those water blocks. Weird to call them blocks, but you know what I mean. Was a learning experience. It'll teach me to remember what the schematic cannon is capable of. I think maybe it's because the kelp was there, is why it's printing the water. I feel like in the past it's not printed liquids. It definitely doesn't have an input. Like, I didn't give it a water bucket or 2. Which you would think, like, okay, it's Minecraft. You can make an infinite source of water if you have 2 buckets. Maybe it would work that way. Where's the water coming from? Anyway. Alright. So that's going to do it for today. Except for the drive back to the house. Kind of a quiet day on the live stream today. But, except for Furiago, of course. So thanks for hanging out. If you're watching this on YouTube later, and you've made it this far, that's amazing. Thanks so much for watching. I do see that people are watching on YouTube, and it's pretty awesome to know that people enjoy watching some of this stuff. I know some of this stuff can be, it's work. It's a little bit of a grind to get stuff through, but it's fun for me. So it's doubly fun or more, whatever the factor is, to know that other people are enjoying this as well. So, all right. Thanks again. And that's going to be it for now. I'll be streaming Starfield tomorrow, and hold on. Stream? There we go. Get that disconnected. We are 19 hours and 47 minutes away from early access, which is my access. Alright, so I'll be streaming that tomorrow, but until next time, thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.